Child labor remains a significant global issue affecting millions of children worldwide. Here are some key facts and figures. Global statistics. Prevalence. As of 2020, approximately 160 million children were engaged in child labor, which is nearly 1 in 10 children globally. Hazardous work. Nearly half of these children, around 79 million, are involved in hazardous work that directly endangers their health, safety, and development. Regional differences. Sub-Saharan Africa. This region has the highest prevalence, with slightly more than 1 in 4 children aged 5 to 17 engaged in child labor. Least developed countries. In these countries, more than 1 in 5 children are involved in labor that is detrimental to their health and development. Other regions. In Latin America, the Caribbean, and the Middle East and North Africa, the prevalence is around 5%. Types of work. Agriculture. Many children work in agriculture, often in hazardous conditions, such as exposure to pesticides and long hours in extreme weather. Mining and domestic labor. Other common sectors include mining and domestic labor, where children face significant risks. Causes and consequences. Economic hardship. Child labor is often driven by poverty and economic hardship. Families may rely on their children's income for survival. Education. Child labor often cuts children off from schooling, limiting their future opportunities and perpetuating the cycle of poverty. Health risks. Children involved in labor are at risk of physical, emotional, and psychological harm. Efforts to combat child labor. International conventions. The issue is guided by international conventions such as the International Labour Organization (ILO) Conventions No. 138 and No. 182, and the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. Programs and initiatives. Organizations like UNICEF and Human Rights Watch work to combat child labor through various programs and initiatives aimed at protecting children's rights and promoting education. If you have any more questions or need further details, feel free to ask. Contributing to the fight against child labor can be impactful in many ways. Here are some steps you can take. 1. Support organizations. Donate. Contribute to organizations that work to end child labor, such as UNICEF, Save the Children, and the International Labour Organization (ILO). Volunteer. Offer your time and skills to local or international organizations focused on child rights and education. UNICEF has a comprehensive approach to ending child labor, addressing the issue from multiple angles. Here are some key aspects of their initiatives. 1. Multisectoral approach. UNICEF promotes a multisectoral approach to tackle child labor, which includes education, ensuring that children have access to quality education, which is crucial in preventing child labor. Social protection, implementing social protection measures to support families and reduce the economic pressures that lead to child labor. Child protection, strengthening child protection systems to identify and support children at risk. 2. Collaboration and advocacy. UNICEF collaborates with various stakeholders, including governments, working with national governments to develop and enforce laws and policies that protect Tackling poverty in developing countries requires a multifaceted approach. Here are some effective strategies. 1. Economic growth and job creation. Stimulate economic growth. Implement policies that promote sustained economic growth, which can create jobs and increase incomes. Support small businesses. Provide microfinance programs to support small-scale businesses and entrepreneurship. 2. Education. Access to education. Ensure that all children have access to quality education. Education is a powerful tool for breaking the cycle of poverty. Adult education. Offer adult education and vocational training to improve skills and employability. 3. Healthcare. A sustainable environment can play a crucial role in tackling poverty by creating healthier living conditions, enhancing economic opportunities, and ensuring long-term resource availability. Here are some key ways in which environmental sustainability can help reduce poverty. 1. Improved health and well-being. Clean air and water. Access to clean air and water reduces the incidence of diseases, leading to healthier populations. This, in turn,